Hi Alex, how are you nowadays? What do you do daily?
I'm not too bad, thank you. I work currently as a coach in a health club, doing personal training for all different ages ranges, and I coach swimming as well on the side.
I know you got quite serious injury last season, so how was your injury?
So the injury story has been a long process, unfortunately. I've had to go for 3 separate scans to find out what it is. I originally thought it was a problem with the hip. It turns out I actually had 2 hernias, one in the groin and one in the abdomen. So I've got another 8 months recovery before I'm allowed to play again. But hopefully you will see me in the Chelsea Rovers kit again.
You was player until last season, but now you're a coach. So why did you decide to be a coach?
Well, I was sad to give up playing, to say the least. But I decided to become a coach because I think that the potential of the club was very good. I was very happy with everything that was going on here with the coaches. I felt that I could bring something personally to it from my experience, not just as a player, but helping coach football at grassroots level and at academy level over here. And I know that we want to eventually build up to that kind of level ourselves. And I thought that it would be a good place to start if I was never able to play again.
What can you give to the team as a coach?
Well, as a coach, I have very, very high level of experience, not just as a player, but as a part-time coach. So I've done coaching at Tottenham's academy voluntarily with coaches who are qualified to UEFA level, and all of them seem to have a lot of faith in me. So that gave me a little bit of confidence to come here and try and give what I've learned, not just through playing, but with them as well, to try and give us the level of play I think we deserve and definitely think we can achieve.
You know, some players leave us after last season. We are recruiting players through trials, you know. How was it until now?
I think the trials have gone very, very well. I'm sad to see some of them go. I know that we've had some great successes, such as Amar and Jason, who have gone on to bigger teams overseas, and I can't be more than happy for them and wish them the best in their respective careers. I think that we've also recruited a lot of good players. There's a very good striker called Kaigo, I think we've recruited as of late, so we'll be on the lookout for him next season. We've also got a few other players who've all come from academies and all over the world, actually, thanks to you guys. And I can't wait to see what they can bring into a competitive level game.
Some players showed great performance in our trials. Are you sure they will give a quality, you know, as a team?
From what I've seen, one big thing we seemed to lack last season was, well, 2 big things we lacked last season was coherence amongst the players, and we also seemed to lack a little bit of experience. We had a very young squad. As much talent as you've got, we had a very young head on our shoulders, which made us prone to a few arguments during games, and unfortunately a couple of some little fights as well. So I think that we've recruited a few older players to give us some experience, to keep everything a bit more level-headed in the game. We've also recruited a bit more size, so hopefully we won't lose as many headers in set plays. So I think that overall we've been able to take a bit of a step back, look at ourselves, and regroup harder for this season.
When you look at our training match and any other activities as a coach, what do you think we lack?
As I just said, I believe that we lacked a lot of coherence, we lacked experience, and we lacked a little bit of size as well, unfortunately, last season. We also lacked to stay fit. A lot of players injured as of last year. I think at one point we had 8 of our starting 11 injured, and that hurt us greatly, and that didn't do Petter at the time any favour. We feel very sorry for him. But yeah, I think we lack those things, and we've done our best to recruit this season to make sure that we have the best opportunity to take this league by storm this season.
what should we focus on to improve that?
So I believe that we should be focusing on improving our understanding of responsibilities. Now, we had a lot of points last season where we were changing the formations, and therefore each player has a different responsibility on the pitch. The thing that we lacked a lot of, as I said, through having a young team, was the responsibilities that all of them rely on the pitch. We had enough quality, enough technical ability, but that experience is where we lacked. And those who have come in and stayed with us from last season are going to see a huge change in that. We're going to be drilling in the responsibilities in whichever areas you are going to be playing in, as well as playing people out of position. So it gives them an understanding of what everyone else's job is. So they know firsthand what they have to do. And therefore there shouldn't be any major mistakes and nothing that we can not recover from, just from that.
Last year, so you were in Korea. So how was about Korea? What is your best memory?
Oh, it's hard to think of a best memory. They were all so good. It was an amazing experience, first of all. I think that one of the things that I thought was an amazing experience was to come into a professional stadium with fans, with the camera set up to see what every professional player would go through, to see how just the experience itself was incredible. To walk into a dressing room and see your shirt hanging there, number, name, photo of you in your booth, to have that experience, which is something that every child dreams of. I'm going to take that to my grave.
If you can have a chance, do you want to visit again?
Oh, yeah. I think next time I visit, I want to be able to spend a bit more time exploring.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was really, really nice. I think I was the only person taking photographs of the scenery.
Yeah. What was your dream when you were young?
Oh, to be a professional footballer, of course.
Not president.
For me, there was never any other dream. I've always been into sport. I've always loved football, and for me, there wasn't any other dream. And I was never going to be Michael Jordan. I didn't grow to be 6'6", so I couldn't play basketball at that level. So it was always to be a professional footballer. And thanks to you guys, I got to live out pretty much that dream in South Korea and in other stadiums in the UK as well. It's just unfortunate with the injuries. Yeah, I can't do that. So next thing is going to be, who knows, maybe a professional coach one day.
Last one, please leave a message for Rovers fans.
Okay. For every Chelsea Rovers fan out there who was disappointed with last season, who was unhappy that we didn't win, you've got to remember that football is a long game. You're not in it for one game, you're not in it for two, you're in it for the entire season. You're with your team through hard times, you're with your team through good times. So I leave you with this message. Keep watching us, and we'll be there to try and give you as many smiles, as many cheers, and as many good memories as we can. Chelsea Rovers!
Wow!
Practice up on the way. Perfect.